What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are going to do a very simple project today, one that requires very little tools and very little carpentry skills. So this is a cool project for the kind of the beginner intro to carpentry kind of project. We are going to be making a table stand for a turtle aquarium, or I guess a turtle aquarium stand, whatever. But you can use this project for lots of different versions of whatever you're going to try and build for any sort of table or anything like that, if that makes sense. I think I kind of just butchered that, but it's going to be a really simple project, a little bit of very simple framing and measurement carpentry, and then you know, like I said, very little tools involved. Even the stuff that I'm going to use in the shop as far as tools go, I'll explain an alternative because you're not going to need it. It's just, obviously I've got the tools, so I'm going to use them. So without further ado, we're going to head and get started with this project. Cue that music.
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Oh man, okay, all right.
Free my soul, just let it go. I wanna roam on my own, just let it go. Free my soul, just let it go. I cause a storm when I'm at home, just let it go.
Sicker in the sea, I don't know what this means. Spilling liquor all over my jeans. Who would've known I'd be battling a fiend?
All right, so it's like I said, it's gonna be a very simple project. I'm gonna use 2x4 lumber to build the actual frame itself, and then we're gonna come back with some sort of plywood of some level. I know in the past we've done a few of these reclaimed projects, but I'm kind of down to bare minimum right now for this one as far as materials and as far as keeping it simple and not spending much money. I'm gonna try and still use what's here in the shop, see what kind of plywood we have left over from other projects, and for you guys to make it simple. So dimensions of this particular turtle aquarium, and this is straight from my son, is 36 by 18 by 18, okay? That's 36 length by 18 width by 18 inches high, and that's just the way he wrote it. Now, in the building world, it's always width first, right? Width by height. So I'm gonna kind of teach him how to write this stuff down. But so our dimensions right here, again, 36 long by 18, I think he means deep, and then it's an 18-inch high aquarium. I'm gonna make this at a countertop finished height of 36 inches, because then he easily can move the cage if needed, okay? So it'll be 36 high finished from the floor, and then I'm gonna give him a few inches on either end so there's actually room to move the aquarium around. It's big enough to accept that aquarium. The trick with that is where he wants to put this stand is in the corner between a window and the corner of his room. And he gave me a max dimension there of 4 feet 1 inch. So I'm gonna look at doing the entire aquarium up top at 42 inches wide, if that makes sense. All right, you guys will see as this goes. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some material, and then we're gonna start doing our cuts and our layout, and I'll show you. Okay, so I've got everything cut. The glasses are falling off. And now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna basically frame it up. Like literally, I'm gonna frame it like I was gonna do a small pony wall or something. So I have my framing gun out, my pneumatic nailer, and I'm gonna set them on the horses so you guys can see how I frame this up. You don't need a framing nailer to do this or put these boards together, because I'm actually gonna come back and set a screw in each one of these boards to hold it tight so it doesn't pull apart ever, okay? That's the one difference between screws and nails, especially if you're not using ring shanks. Those nails can eventually work themselves loose. I wouldn't say free, but at least loose. Setting screws into projects like this guarantees that wood is going to hold tight and it's not going to pull. The screw is not going to pull apart. So, although I'm gonna frame it up, that makes it simple for me to basically square everything up quickly. I will come back afterwards to set the screws, but because it's already framed up, it's easier to put the screws in. You don't have to do that. You can just literally set clamps on the corners and set those screws in there. I would suggest with this type of project, if you're using framing lumber, to go ahead and do a pilot hole before you put the screw in. Do is when I pull it towards the inside, since it's skewed from the outside, so start the screw. Check that you're flush. All right guys, that does it for this video. As you can see, super simple project. You can take this basic design and kind of expand on it if you want, or you can just make it into a workbench. Standing desk ideas are there. You can see the applications can kind of go on and on depending on how far you want to go. But that's the idea. As you can see, he didn't get the turtle. I talked him into a guinea pig because we're talking way less maintenance than a reptile. So thank God I got him talking to that. So anyway, if you like the content, you're new to the channel here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications so you can get the future videos. Again, all kinds of content in the construction and real estate world is on this channel. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up, leave your comments below, questions, everything can be done right there. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. That's at Shane Bailey Builder on Instagram. Right there. Check out the other videos as they come in. Go back and look at the other ones as well. I appreciate it. Till next time, guys, Cue that music.
I'm more like Shredder. G's in my pocket, I call that cheddar. 9 in my waist, I call it go-getter. I cut the strings, I pull the lever. Take my mind to another level, I'm conscious, clever. I ride forever, got globe on my side, colors Bonnie and Clyde. Homicide, when we cross paths, I'm ready to die. I'm ready to kill, I ain't got no chill. I'm heated like a fire drill. My thrill to war with the banks. With no bullets, I don't need no tanks. I short the shit, you would think I'm printing counterfeit. Kinda like a stock split. I flip the 1 into a 6, then flip a 1 into